there, Sandra here from createinspain, and today I'm doing a card with some filigree cuts that I've designed, and so I'm just going to put it together in a pretty simple card to show you the effect you get. Now the first thing I've done on this is I've used a dark grey, or mid-grey I should say, card base. Unusual for me, but yes, that's what I've used. And this paper here, or the card, has been embossed with my embossing machine, and I've done that with a stencil. It's very simple to do. You just put it through as you would normally with something like a big shot or whatever you've got, and you can emboss with a stencil quite happily. Now I will give you the design for that particular stencil and you can use it as you wish. I've then put a strip of silver ribbon down the top of it and just folded it over the edges before adhering it to the base of my card. So that's the first piece done. The second piece I've made a smaller version of the same design, and for whatever reason, I don't really know why, the embossing shows up better for me if it's horizontal rather than vertical. Not quite sure why. Anyway, I've done the same sort of thing with wrapping ribbon around it, and I've put a little bow on of the same ribbon, so that's all done. And I've put on a very thin layer of foam tape on the back of it. So I'm not adding this centrally. Now I made sure that I have my card out in the correct way because you don't want to put this on the wrong direction. And I'm going to line it up so that one of the creases lines up at the top, like so, and it is slightly to the left, so not central. Right, okay, so I've got some bits and pieces which I have cut out, and one of them is quite a large flower. Now this is done in two layers. I have the normal outline of it cut out with a little bit of an offset, and then I have the filigree part of it cut as well. I've glued the two together and put a tiny little gem in the middle, and I have double-sided tape on the back of this already because I know pretty much where it's going to go. And put it that way round. There we go, that'll go on there quite easily. And I have a little leaf which is quite pretty. Again, it's filigree. Now the way to get the glue on the back of this, if you really don't want to get yourself in a mess trying to put fine dots on the back of the filigree, is to put a little bit of glue somewhere. You can use your mat if you want to, or you can use, like I'm doing, you can use the back of your hand, just spread it out a little bit so that it's thin. You don't want too thick an area. This stuff will come off my skin quite happily, it's no problem. And you can just sort of drag your item through it like that to get some glue on the back of it. Pop it down and glue in place. I've also got my sentiment, which is a very simple happy birthday. It's done again in two layers. I did this by machine with a pen in the holder, and I've put a piece of silver card behind it. I'm using tack it over and over as it happens, but you can use, whatever it is that you like. And I'm putting that there, and I am allowing it to go over the edge here. I would put a little bit of foam underneath there to raise it up. And that is basically it finished. If you want to, you can add some little gems and things like that, or some sequins to jazz it up a little bit. But that is a really quick and easy card to make. So here's the finished card. I think it looks really nice. All I've done is added a couple of little gems to it, and that's it. I've not done anything else. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.